Let me know if you can see my screen here. So first topic, what we do is we go for the database related task concept. First, before that, I'll tell you the architecture. I'll tell you the architecture first. I think for, last demo session also I told this one. So this is a presentation layer. So this is the application layer of SAP. And this is the DB layer, database layer. So the communication will happen like this. Any program you try to execute, it goes and output will show here. This is the database layer. Okay. So this database is inbuilt in SAP. Okay. So what is the purpose of database? In general question I am asking, what is the purpose of database? Generally I am asking.
To store the data.
To store the data, right? For example, what could be the example of database maybe using day-to-day, whatever you see, right? For example, you have a bank account, right? Your bank account details will be stored in the database or not of HDFC. For example, if it is HDFC, this is the bank HDFC database, right? All the accounts information will be stored here, right? So account 1, account 2. So all the information of the account, so right, what you are having is stored in the database of the bank. Same thing like Aadhaar card also, right? So all the other cards for details will be stored in the government database. Right? This is Aadhaar card details. So all this will be stored in the database here. Anything you want to store the data permanently, you go for the database. Right? Here data will be stored permanently. Data will be stored here permanently. Okay. Suppose go to the KSRTC. Okay, suppose I'm searching a bus details, right? Departure date, say from Bangalore to Hyderabad. Date, say suppose date is like Friday. Okay. So generally, this type of screen we call what is this type of screen we call in general in the IT terminology? IT terminology. The moment I search for this, think of what will happen in the back end. In the back end, or what do you see the output? So whatever I'm explaining is this is the flow of the entire IT, not only SAP. This way the database programming, all things will come into picture. So what I'm asking, the moment we click on search buses, what will be the output expectation? What do you get?
Availability of the buses on that day.
So all the buses availability from which will run from Bangalore to Hyderabad on 22nd will come to you as a output, right? This output. You should understand the terminology of this IT, input to output to. So we are now in the input or output. Currently what you are seeing, this screen is called as the input screen or output screen?
Input.
Input screen, because you are giving as a input. Okay. You are the user or you are the developer? No.
User, sir.
User. So we are the user, you are searching. Search the buses. So the data will come, all the buses that is maintained by KSRTC. In the database of the KSRTC, all the buses details will come. This is the concept we need to understood as a IT people. Okay, this is the flow. Right, we are giving the input. This is the input. For a input, given input, you are going to get the output. This is the output here. Output here. So from where this information will come, this is the database. Database of KSRTC. All the buses information they will maintain here in the tables. That is what we are going to get, tables. So the moment you give the input, okay, this is the program, main program. This is the program. This is the program. Okay. This is the part of the input section. This is the main program. And what is going to do here is, control is going to here. Okay. Check the buses available which will run from Bangalore to Hyderabad on that day, get the information back to the program, and then output is going to display in the output here. So this is the flow has happened. Who has done the coding in the backend? That type of things you are going to work. See, we are not going to build the websites in the SAP. SAP is for industry software, like materials details, storage details, plant information, like that you are going to do in the SAP. Just to understood the flow, I am explaining this concept. This is the database. Okay. Now in SAP, right, in SAP, this is the database layer. So to access the database layer, so what do you do is, SAP has provided, we call as a transaction codes, SC11. SC11. So there are two types of transaction codes. There are two types of transaction codes. One is technical transaction codes. Yes, everything is SAP is we call as transaction codes. Technical T codes and business T codes. Business purpose, business people will use business T code here. Okay. This is for the ABAP people, basically. Technical T is for ABAP people. ABAP consultant. ABAP consultant or ABAP developers, ABAP programmers, same. ABAP consultant. Okay. And here, business users will use this business transaction code. Business users will use this T code to create business data every day. Okay. What is this is examples are, if you remember last session, the demo session, I created a program, SC38. Okay. SC38, I created a program. And SC11 is for database tables, creation to check the data. Okay. SC37 to create functional models. We don't need to remember all this, it will come automatically. We will be going through this functional models. These examples are like materials creation, MM01 transaction code, material creation. Okay. MM02, change the material data. Okay. MM03, display materials data. Okay, like this. These are the business transaction codes. So what I do is quickly, I will create one simple business data. So program anyway I have done last session now. I'll just show you how to create a materials and all, just to understand the data flow. Then we go to the technical transaction code SC11, this part. This one. This is the whole entire SAP part. Okay. Don't miss any class, especially for next 10, 15 classes. This is the whole base of your whole SAP, not only for ABAP. Okay. So we'll get into system. So this is the remote desktop which I'll be giving to you. So you will be having the by default all the Windows systems will be having the remote desktop app. Through that app, you can connect to SAP system. I mean, I'll provide the access to you. Okay, so we'll buy from the vendors. Okay, that system is separate. I don't maintain that system, so I will buy for some from some other people, and then I will give it to you. This is a login system. We are logging into remote desktop. In the real-time projects also more or less the same similar way we connect to client system. Right now, what SAP system you are connecting is like this. SAP training system, training or demo system. You are connecting now. Okay.
So this is SAP. SAP client system is different. This is SAP client. Okay. SAP client system is like I said, right? BMW. This is suppose BMW client system. BMW. Okay. And both are all will be, I mean, the same only. SAP client. Say suppose Volvo company. Like this. Okay. You will not get this system access now. Once you join into the company, maybe Accenture or Capgemini or TCS, if you work for the BMW, you will get access for the BMW SAP system. If you join in the company where if it is they're working for the Volvo client, you will be working in that SAP system of the Volvo client. But this same system is same only. You don't see any difference. This is a demo system. This demo system we are connecting now. So by default, you will be having the SAP logon pad in your remote desktop, whatever I am going to provide you access. So we will be installing the SAP GUI. Once you install the GUI, this option will come. As I said, whatever access I'm giving to you, you don't need to install because this is a remote desktop. They will install and give it to you. For example, in my system, I have in my system, this is my system. In my system also, I have the SAP logon pad here. This I installed GUI here. This system is, I installed the GUI. I configured the SAP systems here. This is all training systems only. So this I took it, I purchased it, and then I will access this system through my GUI, my system. Because whatever I'm going to give you is a remote. As I said, you don't need to install anything. Okay. This is the application server. If you see here, what you see here, if you go to change mode, right? This is the application server ID here. This is the port number and all. This one, what I said, the flow. This flow. Application server. This is the application server. Okay. Click on OK. And now you double click. It lost the username and password. Okay, what is this client? I will tell you later. For now, you think of client is a one workspace in the SAP system. Client. This is one SAP system. In this SAP system, you can consider different clients. This is client 100. So we call as a development client. Development client. Okay. And then based on the client company, okay, they will maintain multiple clients. Client 200. Client 200 for we call it testing purpose here. Okay, like this, you will be having the multiple clients in the real-time projects. In the training system, what you are going to do is one client only. Okay. This is the client. I'll give this print screen of this one. the client. SAP is one SAP system. Username is not case sensitive, but password is the case sensitive. If you type the password 3 times wrong, it will be locked. So we have to send a mail to the vendor. So vendor who will give the access to this SAP system. Okay, so we should be very careful while we are typing the password. Any doubts? Clear? Voice clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear. Right? Okay. Now system, you logged into SAP GUI. This is the front end. You can call it the front end. Okay. Now as a developer, you logged in. Developer. This is where you call as a command prompt or transaction navigator. This place, this one in SAP. Once you get into SAP, you can see this screen. This screen, this part. This is transaction navigator. See all this terminology, right? It will be looks slightly new, not slightly. It is new for of course for you 100%. Slightly different, or maybe sometimes you may feel complex. Maybe because you are coming with the background of Java or Python or any other programming languages. But once you do, in the few days, you'll get familiar with this terminology. Okay, and also, if you focus well in the hands-on practical, so and then you learn the subject with hands-on conceptually and data flow point of view, and then apply for the jobs. So don't lose any opportunity as a fresher. This message is very important to all of you, whoever is starting career as a fresher. Why? Because definitely the fresher expectations will be less than the people's that will apply for a job as a experienced person. Okay. Don't think that you have 1 year, 2 years time as a fresher. So every day is important, every hour is important. Put that efforts, study, ABAP, and whatever that you are preparing. Maybe you are preparing parallelly other technology exams as well. Maybe the Python or whatever it might be, Java. All you focus, work, and then get into the industry as soon as possible. Okay, this is the transaction. Clear, right? What my message is clear, right? Hello. Right. So this is the prompt where you will navigate either to the program's place or to the business transaction codes or to the tables. So what I do is quickly I'll tell you one business data flow, transaction data flow. Okay, then you understood the data flow. Then we'll go and create a table. Okay, so I'll go and create one new business information. Who will create this in the real-time projects is data the user is going to create. Suppose if the new material has come into the stores in the industry, you can think in that way. So if they want to maintain, the user want to maintain the information of that material, then they go to MM01 transaction. MM01. This is the MM01. So this is MM01. To create a new material information, or this to create best terminologies to maintain to maintain new material information in an organization, organization, if there is SAP in that company, user will use MM01 T code for maintaining the Middle East data. Okay, this is the print screen of MM01. Here, go to here MM01. Do you see the description as create material option right here? Right. You see the current skin, what was this is MM01. MM01 take code. This is the flow. So this skin, right, what you see currently here, this skin backend code is ABAP only. Who has done that? SAP company people, SAP labs people. You can see the code. Go to here, click on system, click on status. Right, you'll get this pop-up. Click on program name here. You see, this is the code. This is ABAP code. ABAP code based on the GUI. This is how it looks, the ABAP code. Okay, all these things will be seeing as part of the code. Sorry, course. Okay, now what you are doing is we are going to create one new material. This is called a UI, user interface. This is the GUI UI. This is also called as GUI UI. GUI UI. What is UI?
User interface.
User interface. User interface. Where the user will interface with the application. This is called as application in our SAP terminology, because there is not a website. It's not a website. User application. It's a user input. User will use this T code, right? So we are the users here. This is the user input here, not this one, previous screen. Of course, that screen also is the user input. This is the UI skin, front end, the front end. UI. Same thing here as well. This is the front end user input screen. User is going to enter the materials data. So I will enter some materials data. I want to create a new material for a chemical industry in my company. I got a new material. So I can choose randomly here. Chemical industry. And what is the material type? You can choose here. In a random, I'll choose here chemical material. So I'll choose from equipment package. Okay, you don't need to think why we need to do this, which one we should use it. This in the real-time projects, this information will come through the business point of view. This one will do the configuration. Then that there we will maintain, the data will come here, press enter here. So we'll get one more pop-up. This is pop-up. Choose basic data one. So we are just maintaining the materials data. Enter. So system will give this number automatically. Code has been written by SAP. And then you can write here material for chemical industry. Maybe you might have seen part of your programming languages. What do you call these things, this type of skin? Or this type of box, what do you call? Think and tell me, what do you call this box? That box, right? What I'm entering, right? For example, I entered something here. So I'll be going to enter something here. Why this symbol? Why this symbol? What the significance of this symbol? We might have seen already. Okay, what is that? Why this symbol has come here, here? This symbol we might have seen, right? Mandatory, right? Hello? Mandatory.
Check mark.
Oh, check marks is generally mandatory. Right?
Yes.
This is called in the IT terminology, we call as input-output box. Right? Many of you might come across this name, right? Input-output box. That means you can give the input and you can give the output as well. I mean, it'll show the output as well. Right? This is the output it showed, 2199 here. Okay. To make it simple, I entered only the how you measure this material and maybe what group, under which group this material will come. If I can choose here, the data will come here. If there is any chemical, I'll search it. See search option, search button here. Chemical, chemicals. Then I'll give the gross weight as 100 of this material. How do you measure the weight of the gross weight? kg. Net weight 50, for example. Observe closely, pay attention on what I'm telling, okay? Because this is the flow of the entire SAP technology. Only way of the skins will be designed will be different, or maybe sometimes instead of GUI, not sometimes we'll use the Fury apps also. Apps, you know it all. What is the purpose of apps? What is the difference between apps and actual websites in general? If you observe, what is the difference between the apps and normal websites? What is the difference between these two? Right? What are the apps purpose? We are using a lot of apps, right? Or maybe bank also we are using the app, right? How we differs the bank website and app difference. Hello? Apps are simplified, right? Simplified version of the websites. Suppose if you take the net banking, if you go to laptop or to the desktop, that website is having so many features, but here it is a limited the apps compatibility. Right? Apps can be used in the mobile tabs, all these things. Same thing in SAP as well. Okay. Now the moment I click on save, this is save button in SAP. Think 1 minute, what will happen? See, the training is always thinking, enabling the thinking of the participants, not what I know to teach. This is the transaction code, MM01. So you are creating a new material data. Create a new material. Okay. This is the save option here. It's the save. After you enter all the details, here is the SAP database. Here. Tell me, after saving, what is going to happen? In general, right? Not only SAP point of view. In general, also suppose you are registering something, some website you are registering. After entering all your information in the website, do you click on save button or not? Hello?
Sir.
Right? Once you click on save button on the website, whatever you are registered, what happens?
It will store our data.
Correct. Perfect answer. Very good. So it stores the data what you entered in the input into SAP database tables. I mean here SAP database, their respective tables. That's all. This is the flow of entire IT industry, not only the SAP here, day to day. Right? Data is going to insert into the database. Even suppose you are uploading some video into the Facebook. Same thing, right? You upload the video, then the information will go and sit in the database of the Facebook, YouTube, all the places, right? Suppose you go and purchase in Amazon, right? Every one of you are familiar with Amazon, right? You enter all the details, right? I mean, you choose the product, you search the product, right? You go to the next step by step. Then you choose the payment options. You do the payment. Once the payment, what will happen internally? The data of what you purchased will go and insert into the database of the Amazon or not. Hello? Right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing here as well. Everywhere same concept. The entire IT is this flow only. Day to day, this is the flow. Okay, now the moment I click on save, I'll click on save here. So the journey will start from the screen to database tables to store the data here. So I will click on save. Done. The moment I click on save, backend ABAP code has been written by SAP company that has been stored the data in the table. I'll show you the table. This material number is created. Do you see what is the material number created? On my screen, what is the number you are seeing?
199.
2199, right? Now next step is get into this database table. For that, what SAP has given is SC11. If you go to SC11, okay, there is a table, MARA. This stores the materials data. Material master data. Okay. it will be stored inside this table. The table name is Mara here. So through SC11, you can access that table. Access means you can see the data. Okay, now see how do I go. I'll go to here, /o, SC11. Okay, O means open, /o means open. Open one more session or one more transaction. You keep this will be keep. It will not overwrite. If you use /o instead of /o, /n, it will overwrite. Press enter. This is the ABAP dictionary. The heart for the entire SAP technology, not only for the ABAP, because it stores the data. It not stores the data, it will show you, or you can see the data available in the tables, and you can create your own tables. No, okay. It will not store the data SC11. It will allow you to see the data available in the SAP system. This is the SC11. Go to here. Give the table name as Mara. This is for materials master data. Click on display. This is the structure of the table. What could be the meaning of structure of the table? Because I think all of you may be computer science background. Think 1 minute. First of all, what the purpose of table? Database table, because you come across the database tables, right, already. What the purpose of table?
To store the data in
To
structure.
show the data permanently, right, in the system. Here the same, here also you can see this is the table. This is SAP table. Why SAP table? Because it's not starting with Mara. SAP has created this table to store the data what you entered here. Just now what you entered in this step here. This is the table structure. To see the data, go to contents. Click on contents. You see here the input skin. If you don't give anything here, this is execute button. Click this button. It gives the data records of all the records available in the internet table. This is the record. What is the meaning of record? Record means, okay, what is the meaning of data? What is the data? Because the whole world we will be having the data, right? Runs on the data industry. What is the data? Data is information, right? So you join in the college, right? You are in the 4th year like that. So your data is available in the college database, right? So you open your bank account, right? So you in the bank, in the respective bank account number, you will be having all your information. They will be having all your information like that. Is the data is nothing but information. Now, what is the record? Because record also we listen every day, right? Record. Especially in computer science. What is the record meaning? Hello?
Yes,
No problem. Even wrong also, no, don't worry. No problem. Feel free to answer, no worries.
available data.
Basically, record means group of fields or one row. Group of fields data is called as a record. Group of fields. Group of fields. group of fields. Data is called as record. Okay. We'll see more details in the class as next class as well. Now, if quickly what I do is, I'll show you the data where it has been stored now. We'll stop in next 2 minutes. We go to here, right? Go to the table where I was showing the data. Alt tab, I'm just pressing Alt tab. Go to here, click on back, right? What the material number it has been showed in the earlier step? 2199, right? If I give 2199, that material will come here. See here. This is what I created here. Okay, this is what I have given the gross weight, net weight. If you observe, right, I have given the gross weight. Base units I have given the kg. Right, gross weight I have given 100. Do you see the data 100? 50. And weight unit also I have given here. Right, this is what I have given here. This one. Okay, this is the table data. Where you have given this 150 is, right, I'll show you when you were created a table. We went to MM01. Now I can show it to you in MM03. MM03 is to see the materials what you created here. This is the material you created, right? Material number is correct only. Material number 2199 or 2198.
2199.
Oh, 2199, correct. 2199, enter. 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 Do you see here this one? This is what we created, this one. This information stored in the tables. This is the entire SAP flow, what I'm teaching now. Okay, this 100 to 50, you observe, right? This is the screen data. This is the table data. I'll put here. This is the table data. Okay. This is screen data. The screen's data will not store permanently. You're getting my point here? So data stores permanently only in the database tables, right? Because whenever I'm searching here, Bangalore to Hyderabad, at that time data comes from the database. It won't store in here on the screen. Right? Got the point here? Okay, I'll stop here. I'll stop the. Okay, I'll stop here. I'll stop the recording.